Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another reading, Virgo. This is going to be your reading for March 2021. Thanks for joining me again here. Sorry for the delay, Virgo, but we are going to get right into your reading. I know you guys have been waiting for a little while. So thanks for your patience. Okay. Overall energy for Pisces season. Into Aries, we have the Eight of Cups. So, Virgo, you guys are doing some emotional housekeeping or some emotional landscaping. I think that there are some conclusions that you guys are coming to, and understanding that you have finally reached about yourself and about your life and about what has been going on. And you're at that point in your evolution right now where you are beginning to move about the world differently based on the understanding that you have now come into. It's a very, fertile and inspiring time for you, because I think that you guys are seeing a lot right now. You guys you're executing. But what are you moving towards is what I want to know. What are you doing with this information? The Eight of Cups suggests that you're taking a step. You are moving, perhaps. Yeah, some of you out there may be moving, maybe going out on your own. This transition, it has a lot to do with independence. It has a lot to do with individuality, who you are and what you want for yourself. That does mean that, yes, there's some time spent in meditation, just thinking about the answers to those questions, thinking about what that new life that you want for yourself is going to look like, and also what it's going to cost you financially and also emotionally. That wanted to come out in the reverse. It requires acceptance, Virgo, and I think it has something to do with something that you've been hiding. Something that you've been hiding that you don't want to hide any longer. It's about vulnerability. It's about vulnerability in this particular form. In the way that March wants you to be vulnerable is about you just being, moving the way that you want to move, and not feeling the weight, not feeling the pressure of living up to someone else's expectations or fulfilling some role that they have in mind for you. No masks. And it's funny because the world looks much different when you can see its true face for what it is. You look much different to people when they can see you for who you are. What feels like a risk, or like there's some unknown involved, proves to be the foundation of the real. In an effort to sound less cryptic and vague, what I mean by that is that it's in accepting yourself and embracing yourself and doing what you guys want to do, whatever that is. And wherever that lies, wherever you fall on the spectrum, if that is just valuing your opinion a little bit more, saying to yourself, you know, like, yeah, I do deserve to be treated better, or saying to yourself, like, yeah, I don't deserve to stay in this. I don't deserve to be talked to this way. I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to be here if I don't want to. I don't have to, you know what I mean? You have agency and you have the ability to be the star of your life, Virgo. There's much that you can control, and I think that there's a secret that you guys are uncovering, and it has something to do with what you guys were made to believe about yourself. It has something to do with what you believe that you had the ability to achieve, what you thought that you could have. You guys may have thought that life was set up a certain way, or that a relationship was going to go a certain way, or that it was all going to go according to this plan, or you were always going to be destined to achieve X outcome and it wasn't going to be anything else. And I feel like in March you're finding out that it's completely the opposite. I think that you guys should you guys are treading carefully. I think that you're being careful with your heart. I think that some of you have kind of locked it away. You've locked it away, and I think that in March you guys are making people work a little bit harder for it. Work a little bit harder for the treasure. And I think that you're being open and honest and truthful about how you think and how you feel. It's time for you guys to stop thinking about how you were wronged, and it's time for you guys to stop thinking about the things that are paining you. And I know that that is hard. I know that it's especially hard when it's like days, weeks, and months go by, and it's like you start finding out more and more about what really happened. And if it's something that you feel as though you are at fault for, if it's something that you feel like you could have handled better, you bring that wound with you, and I think it could very easily become an obstacle for you or ruin something good and something new. It's like it delays it from coming in. I'm not saying don't think about these things, but and it can be hard sometimes to control it or to stop, but what's done is done, Virgo. What's done is done, and you still have a life to live, you know, life goes on. So I think that it's okay for you to examine the thoughts when they arise, and I think it's okay that you don't want to talk about them. I think it's okay that you may be having a hard time admitting that you were responsible for the destruction of something. But the reality is, Virgo, was it really all that great to begin with? Or was it something that was built on lies, something that was built on secrecy, that was maybe doomed to fail or doomed to fall apart? I say all that to say that everything happens for a reason, and whatever is not in your life at this moment in time, it's not there for a reason, whether or not you had anything to do with it. What it becomes about now is about the life that you can have. What it's about now is about how you guys move forward. You know, what you make of that pain. It's about picking up the pieces in March. It's about coming back to yourself. And it's about accepting the things that you can't change. But knowing that you have the ability to change the things that you can. All right. Let's talk about your cards for March, Virgo. One sec. All right, we're back. So looking at your cards one more time, we're going to start here, and just go in the order that they came out with the Eight of Cups. Much of what you have accomplished in your life, Virgo, I think that you have had to deal with this constant obstacle of your own creation. One where the limitations that we encounter are not always limitations set by other people or the institutions that we aspire to work with, or the relationships that we aspire to build. I think that you are realizing in March that a lot of the things that you have wanted for a very long time, you've had the ability to get all of them at any given time. But it's just how you think and feel about your ability to get them that has been determining your actions and whether or not those dreams have become a reality. If we think that we can't achieve something, or if we think that we are not cut out for something, then you never will be. And that's what's given to you. That's what creates the upward battle. But the beauty in March is about realizing that you do have the access, that you do have what it takes. You do have what's required, and that you are worthy and deserving of it. And I think that secret is being discovered. That's the truth that's being known here. Or the truth that's being acknowledged, I should say. I think that it's a hard pill to swallow, because we have to come to terms with all of the opportunities that we've squandered. Or we have to see our past experiences and see what we've built with new eyes, with a different lens, with a higher level of understanding. It's like you've gone through life and you've learned something about yourself, and you've learned something about the way that you operate and about what you have the ability to impact. But the wisdom is changing the way that you're viewing your life, the way that you're viewing what you've gone through, and the way that you're viewing what's possible. Don't punish yourself this month for your inability to understand. Past, present, or future. But let go of the things that didn't work out, the promises that fell through, the dreams that were shattered. And it's important now that you guys think about what it all meant, and that you guys think about and accept the fact that even while it was all breaking down, you were still getting up every day. And those opportunities never stopped coming. If one was missed, another one came shortly after, and so it will be. This too shall pass. It's interesting because it's like you leave You feel as though you left or you lost a lot with someone else or somewhere else. But there's still so much that you have. I do think that at some times it feels like you're maybe distracting yourself because what you truly want, it's like it's the one thing that you can't get. It's the one thing that evades you. It's been the great mystery of your life. But now you're beginning to see, and it's like, aha, oh, okay. You mean to tell me that I had it in my life, or that I had it all along, but when I had it, I just couldn't see it for what it was. Or it was showing up in a form that you weren't expecting. And it was asking things of you in an effort to test if you were ready to receive it. But the things that we get in our life, Virgo, the things that come our way, can really only be a part of our life if we have room for them, if we honor and appreciate them and feel that we are worthy of them. So what do we do with all of these realizations? What do we do now with all of this truth and this better understanding? Well, you live to fight another day. And I think you have a better understanding of the price to play, what your ambitions actually require of you, and whether or not you have the goods. I see a lot of you out there taking your pain and manifesting with it, building yourself up, and like I said, making the world work a little bit harder for your time and attention and for your gifts. It looks like boundaries in March, and it makes perfect sense. Your planet will be going into Pisces mid-March, if I'm not mistaken, and we are of course in Pisces season right now, and Pisces is the boundless. Your planet is also debilitated in Pisces, so it's a very auspicious time, and planet and debilitations don't necessarily hold a lot of astrological significance, but I just say that to say that it may feel like a challenge, like the transit is not ideal. It's not a great placement for your planet, which means that you do have your work cut out for you, and you have a lot to do when it comes to boundaries work. It's it's a lesson that Pisces has to learn, and it's a one that I feel that you guys are mastering. We talk about how important boundaries are and how essential it is that they're in place. But what we also need to be talking about is that we understand what it means to enforce them, and that we understand the impact that they have on our lives and the impact that they have on others, and we develop a respect and appreciation for the boundaries of others as well. It's been your reading, Virgo. If you guys would like to see the extended, the link for that will be in the description box below. We are using Patreon for that. The cool thing about Patreon, Virgo, is in becoming a supporter of the channel, which I know you guys, much of you already are, but in becoming a supporter through Patreon, you will get access to not only the extended for this reading, but the extended for all of the other signs, so you can check out your other placements. The videos are being uploaded as I'm doing the general readings, and this is how it will be for the foreseeable future. So you will get unlimited access as well as some other goodies that are to come. Thanks so much for joining me here, guys. If I don't see you in the extended, I will see you in April. Bye.